Hi guys, welcome to today's session, and today we're going to discuss about National Institutional Ranking Framework. In this session we'll first see an introduction about National Institution Ranking Framework. Then we'll see the parameters which used to measure or which is used in this ranking framework, and then we'll see how rational and fair are these ranking. We'll discuss a few points on that, and also finally the recent National Institution Ranking Framework report, which is released on 2020. We'll see the highlights of 2020 rankings. So this is how I plan this session. Let's now start. The Ministry of Human Resource Development has taken this important initiative called National Institution Ranking Framework, which has been used for the past 5 years for ranking institutions of higher education in different categories and domains of knowledge. NIRF was launched in September 2015, and its objective is to encourage institutions to compete against each other and simultaneously work towards their growth. In addition, these rankings also attracts foreign students, providing a solid base for Study in India program for the growth of higher education in India. And NIRF is one of the criteria for private institutions assessment for the Institutions of Evidence scheme. And the Institutions of Evidence scheme is a different scheme to provide regulatory architecture for setting up or upgrading of 20 institutions, 10 from public sector and 10 from private sector. And these institutions will be selected for making it as a world-class teaching and research institutions. So that is Institutions of Eminence scheme, and NIRF outlines a methodology to rank institutions across the country, and the methodology draws from overall recommendations and broad understanding arrived by a core committee set up by MHRD. So we will now discuss in detail what are the broad parameters which are used in this ranking framework. The parameters are first one is teaching, learning and resources. Second one is research and professional practices. Third one is graduation outcomes, and fourth one is outreach and inclusivity, and last one is peer perception. 90% of the parameters in NIRF are completely objective and fact based, which is, while only 10% is based on subjective parameter of perception by academic peers and employees. And in international rankings, Indian institutions low ranking is due to high weightage given to the perception, which is a subjective parameter. So that are the parameters used in this ranking framework. Now we'll see how rational and fair are the NIRF rankings. Rankings attempt to introduce competition between institutions operating in quasi-market environments. It is laudable that government is generating a credible benchmark through NIRF. It is also noteworthy that it is mostly based on objective indicators, and the PR parameter, which is widely criticized in ranking literature as reputation, is given only a small weight of 10%. However, there are unintended consequences of measurement. The view that anything can be measured and rewarded will be gamed cannot be denied totally, and teaching the test is one way in which institutions are distorted, attempting to achieve something in letter, ignoring the spirit. And it is acknowledged that Indian institutions struggle on the internationalization parameter in global rankings, and NIRF rankings are believed to reach a point where international institutions will want to be included in the Indian ranking system rather than vice versa. And overall, around 3,700 institutions registered in the ranking framework this year, which is a 20% increase in comparison to 2019. And this is the fifth consecutive edition of these rankings. This year, dental category has been introduced for the first time, bringing the total tally to 10 categories or subject domains. And this rankings helps universities to improve their performance on various ranking parameters and identify gaps in research and areas of improvement. And also it is necessary for transparency and healthy competition. So that is about the fairness and rationality of this NIRF rankings. Now we'll see the highlights of 2020 rankings, which is the recent NIRF ranking available. IIT Madras retains first position in overall ranking as well as in engineering. Indian Institute of Science, which is in Bengaluru, tops the university list, and IIM Ahmedabad tops the management category, and AIMS occupies the top slot in medical category for a third consecutive year. And Miranda College retains first position among colleges for a third consecutive year. And then we have Maulana Azad Institute of Dental Sciences, which is in Delhi, secures the first position in dental category, and dental institutions included for the first time in NIRF ranking this year only. So that is the highlights of 2020 rankings, and that's all about NIRF ranking framework topic, guys. So please study about this. We'll meet tomorrow with another topic. Thank you for watching this lesson.